Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Lilly's Sketchpad, brought to you by Force One Studios. I'm your host, Tom Lilly. I am still trying to figure out this live video thing. I do apologize that I wasted so much time. It looks like I spent 12 minutes just trying to figure this out, and I probably should have waited till after. Unfortunately, waited till after I figured it out to hit the go live button or the start streaming. Anyway, I am still trying to figure all this fun, wonderful, lovely little things out. I'm trying to see, where do I see chats? I mean, I see here under chats it says there's 10 people online. If there's somebody chatting with me, I can't tell, and I don't know where it's going to come up at. And hello. This live stream thing here is absolutely new to me, and what I am doing is I'm literally streaming to you guys via my OBS. Now I'm using the free OBS software from my on my Mac. Now, if you see me while I'm turning my head that way, it's because I'm looking at my tablet monitor. I have my tablet monitor so that I can see what I am doing. I can see what's on the video. I mean, it's as far as me, but I don't see a chat, and I don't know why, and I am trying to figure that out. If somebody's trying to talk to me, I will not know at all. And I know on YouTube you can chat with people, and I like doing that. And on Instagram you can do the same. Although, to be honest with you, I haven't done much live video work on either one of those either. I am pretty much just trying to figure this out. If anybody knows anything, please leave me a message. Direct message me, or DM us, or message me through the Facebook message app, and let me know what's going on. I can see there's one heck of a delay. So anyway, I'm going to switch this over because I'm actually in the mood to do some sketching. I'm going to do some sketching. Yes, I'm going to do some sketching. And then I'm going to use my tablet to do so. And we're going to have some fun, son. We're going to have some fun. Here we are. Alright, so I'm going to shrink my studio setup here. There we go. Put that on studio mode, so I only have one screen. Now I'll leave it like it is. It's fine. And then I'm going to shrink my Facebook stuff over here. Which one am I looking at? Oh, that's what I'm looking at right there. That's the one I'm looking at. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you don't know me, I like to make funny voices, especially when I'm nervous. And I'm extremely nervous right now. Because, I'm not really that nervous. I am a little upset that I can't figure out this live stream talking to people. I see a thing here that says, say something about your video. But they didn't. And somebody said they saw me today doing my live stream earlier. And so I know it worked then. Why is it not working now? Oh, they got some nice background music going on in here. Turn that down just a scotch. Just a scotch. And I'm going to go in here, and I've got my LSP Huion Shane. Bow. See, I'm going to switch this. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Give me 1 second. Watch this. Watch this. Boom! And that's why I like using the OBS. I can move things around. Yes, sir, Barbarino. Now, we're going to go in here, and I'm going to try to make this a little bit. Wow, there is one heck of a delay on that bad mammy jammy. Oh, really serious delay. Yes, sir. Shut up, I use persistence key. No. Use back upstream. No. There's a settings thing. Viewing. allow viewers to rewind. That's clicked. All right. Streaming. In live video streaming stops. Yeah, that's not enabled. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. And why won't you let me see people if people want to talk to me? I don't understand. Maybe that's just not an option on here, but I seen people sitting there doing live streams on their video and they're talking to people. So I'm not sure why this is not allowing me to do it. Again, if you guys know something that I don't, please let me know. Please let me know. Let's make sure I gotta start my hearing. There we go. Oh, there we go. Got my Huey on pen, and to get this thing to work, I gotta sometimes start up the Huey on tablet software and just tap the screen on the tablet. You can see the little cursor moving now. And we're gonna go in here. Where? No, that's the wrong one. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Clip Studio. I'm gonna go with the Clip Studio. How you like that? How you like them? And I'll disconnect the battery so it works. Aren't you playing evil? You are playing evil on me today. Come on. There we go. This thing is playing Not My Friend. Not today. He's not playing my friendly stuff there. There we go. Now this is my Clip Studio Paint software. I am still learning the funs and ins and outs of this stuff, and because I've, be honest with you, up till a couple months ago, actually I bought this about a month ago. I did some work with somebody to pay for the software, and it was worth it. It was worth it. I have to admit, it was worth it. And zoom this in. What are you? Oh. Show what's new? No, I don't want to show what's new. That's fine. You don't need to show me what's new. I just want to work. I want to work. I want to work. There we go. Yes, I can move it around. I can move it around. See? I can move it around. Now, this character right here, you see right here, this is, actually, his name's Jackson. 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 But I always call him Percy. And there's a reason why I call him Percy. Because he's part of Percy's project. He's supposed to be he's a cyborg created by the military. And he's the third brother in a story that I am working on. I'm going to try that. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Opaque watercolor. I'm not looking for opaque watercolor. Realistic. Indian. There we go. Smooth, Mr. Lilly, smooth. Now we're going to go in here and do some little cleanup on this big boy right here. I'm up there on the wrong layer. As I said, I'm still learning this software. So, yep, I am on the wrong layer. There we go. That's the layer I want to be on right there to do the work. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, y'all. Now, again, if y'all are trying to talk to me, I do apologize. I cannot talk to you back. I cannot even see what you're saying because, well, This dang thing, I'm trying to figure it out, and I don't know why I can't see it. All that now on. All that now on. But that's okay. That's okay. I will, somebody will get back to me. I know that. Where there's a will, there's a way. The Lord will play someday. Somebody show me how to use this baby, Mammy Jamie. Somebody show me. Now, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and increase that brush size right there. I'm gonna increase that brush size right there. Get my little fucker on the brush size, a 30. Good with the 30. There we go. And this is a rough. I'm not working magic miracles here today, ladies and gentlemen. Because I am still learning this software. To give you a background on this, I only bought this digital tablet last year. And it's not the newest. It's brand new. I bought it brand new, but it's not the latest, greatest. It's not the Wacom Cintiq. And a lot of artists who are using digital media are telling me you don't need the latest and greatest. Till you figure it out. Start off with something easy. Start off with something small. You don't need to spend the thousands of dollars for the Wacom, because when I was first looking at this thing, I was really looking at the Wacom, the Cintiq, the 22. I think it was the 24 HD, and there was the 22 HD. And I was going way overboard, and I quickly realized, okay, you know what? You're slow your horses down, son. Slow your horses down. Slow them horses down. Now, I might not be able to see visible chats only because I'm using my OBS. That might be a possibility as well. And again, if y'all know that to be the case, then let me know. I know some guys have these clickers. I think they call them clickers. But I think they're mostly PCs that have that. Because, I don't have the OBS PC version. I have a Mac, an iMac. I use an iMac. And I don't have a lot of the fun, good doodads that come along with that PC stuff. But then again, the trade-off is I'm also, I don't know. There's a trade-off to it, I guess. I wish I could tell you what that trade-off was. I've heard that the OBS for the PC with all the doodads and all the clicks and whistles can make the software lag quite a bit. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. I don't want to bear false witness. Yeah, y'all say, don't bear false witness. No. The Lord said, don't bear false witness. And if y'all can't figure it out by my just saying that, yes, I am a Christian. I'm a Christian. God-fearing, God-loving Christian. I choose not to use the word I love God. I love God so much it's not even funny. He has blessed me in so many ways. God, the Lord Jesus, has blessed me so many ways. And I have not always been a faithful servant to him, I have to admit. I've heard a colleague of mine, or a gentleman that I follow, say the very same thing, and I don't know if he probably thinks I'm mimicking him or ripping him off, or I don't know, because I've heard him say some stuff on his his Instagram recently about stealing his gold. I hope he wasn't talking to me, but I'm not trying to steal anybody's gold. I'm just trying to make my own. But no, it's the I just find I think the reason why I gravitated to this particular artist and started watching so much of his work is because I was surprised and amazed at how much alike I am like him. I mean, he's had way more years of experience in this business than I have. I've forsaken my God-given gifts so that I might feed my family and give them clothing and house them. And I was not smart in my youth to apply myself properly with my God-given gifts, because I thought it was more fun to play and hang out with my friends. Ironically, my friends, because my friends lived a distance away from me, about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, my friends, who are all got careers in the industry, well, not all of them, one of them has decided to go a different path. Yeah, he has his own little, God bless him, he has his own boat company out in Lake Tahoe, and he does these wonderful tours. But way to go, Ed. Way to go, brother. I love you, man. I love you, and I appreciate your drive, your motivation. You chose a path, you went for it, and wow, it's working for you, dude. It is working for you. Major thumbs up. I don't know if Ed is on Facebook. To be honest with you, I don't even know if I'm friends with him on Facebook. I don't think I've seen him much on social media at all. I do mostly. We have this chat room in our on our messenger app. We call it Ed's basement, because when we were teenagers, we all hung out in Ed's basement. Ed had his finished basement, partially finished basement. And when he moved in with his dad, it was really cool. He had a couch and all, and TVs and all that stuff, and it was like a group of us, and we all just go over his place and hang out. I was a little bit of a nerd, so I was not hanging out with the popular crowd. Well, my friends were popular to me, I guess you could say that. And the funny thing of it is I don't know if you've noticed, I am not afraid to chat. I can talk people's ears off if given a shot, and I apparently am doing that now. But it's a shame that I can't figure out how to chat with you guys. I see there's 8 people online. Thing says chat. Why does it? Collapse chat, visible chat. I had no idea. I mean, but if anybody knows, maybe familiar with doing live streams on Facebook. Is it because I'm utilizing my OBS is the reason why I'm not able to see your guys' chat. And if you guys know of a ticker or something, if I'm able to download a ticker onto OBS, because I want to be honest with you, while I've gotten very good with OBS, I'm still learning so much. There's so much to learn, and I really want to know if there's a ticker, if there's a way I can download a ticker. I believe that's what they call it, a ticker on the OBS for the Mac, that would allow me to bring up these wonderful little windows for the chat. I mean, I see like Brian Shearer. awesome artist, and he does a really good YouTube live video. He does chats with people, and he does that whole thing, but he's got a PC. So he's able to see people's live chats, and but he does it on YouTube. I'm doing it on Facebook, which is a little bit different. I know I can see the chats on YouTube, and I got to start doing some live stuff on YouTube. I've mostly been doing pre-recorded, and I've been using my this OBS for the pre-recorded stuff. And which reminds me, I want to do this real quick, get this out of the way. Now you're gonna see YouTube sorry, you're gonna see a YouTube stuff in here, but the same goes. Okay, I really need you guys to, if you have, well, let me do this first.
Hey everybody, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, and if you could, like and share the video.
There you go. Even though it's not YouTube, you saw YouTube markers on there, it says Facebook. Same applies. Go to my Facebook, to my Force One Studios, and if you can, follow me on there, and let's promote this. I want to try and get more people involved in this wonderful little Facebook thing. I see more people doing stuff on YouTube. One of the reasons why I've come over here to Facebook is I see more people doing stuff on YouTube. And one of the artist I was talking about earlier, Elliot Fernandez, incredible artist. Oh my God, I'm a big fan of this. I got a wall here with 5 pieces, and just the 5 pieces by themselves. 2 of them are prints. The other three are original art pieces hanging in a cluster over here, and then over in the cluster of my other part of my studio, you'll see it in the beginning. There's actually in a cluster of art pieces over here where there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pictures, not 9 illustrations. 2 of them are Elliot Fernandez's. He did a wonderful, gorgeous piece, Lobo, for me, and then I bought, that was a commission I requested, and then I bought one of his pieces. It was Daredevil. It was a piece he's actually going to throw out. He didn't like it. I'm like, are you kidding me? Finish that bad boy, I'll buy it. And I negotiated a price with him, a fair price. I hope it was fair. Well, it seemed fair to me. I hope he felt it was fair for him. I think he felt it was fair for him because, or he just liked me as a cool dude, and because he went and added what do you call him, Kingpin. Yeah, he added Kingpin to the background, and it's a beautiful picture. Thank you, Elliot. Thank you. He's a good dude. Another Christian. And I know right now for many of you that Christian's a bad word. Believe it or not, we're sinners just like everybody else. We make mistakes just like everybody else. We try to do the best we can to be as kind and as courteous as we can, but we are just like everybody else. We can be wrong. Some of us are prideful and don't like to admit when we're wrong, but we can be wrong. We can make mistakes, and we can hurt other people without meaning to. And I will say this: if I have hurt you or done any actions in that way to anger you or make you upset with me, I hope you will give me the opportunity. Let me know, first of all, because I am not a mind reader, but give me the opportunity to apologize. The cornerstone of my faith, after all, is forgiveness. And in order to be forgiven, in order to forgive, I must seek forgiveness, or vice versa. Hope you guys like this. As I said, I am really, really in the beginning throes of learning this software. I'm not going to lie though, I am having a lot of fun. It's always a challenge to learn new things. It's always awesome to learn new things. And, well, and digital media is really cool. Really, really cool. I started out using, before I bought the Huey on, I think I was starting down this path before then I got strayed. I got to learn to talk or keep my mind, be able to focus on two things at one time. But I think I was trying to say this before, and I let myself get strayed from my line of thinking. When I started this before I bought the Huey on, I used to use my iPad. I have an iPad Air 2 or something like that. It was a nice one that I bought secondhand. Apple's probably the only thing I would be okay with buying secondhand. I'd be okay with buying PC secondhand if I liked PCs. I don't like PCs, but I like the no offense to the other guys, to the other companies, but HP, Dell, any of them, I'm really not a fan of them because, well, my wife's had them, and in the span of me with my one desktop computer, she went through 7 laptops. Cooked 7 laptops. To me, that's not a bargain. I don't care what anybody says. That's not a bargain. And I'm not knocking those who like PCs. I understand that there are virtues to having, or advantages. The virtues. There are advantages to having a PC. If you're a computer savvy person and you know how to take a computer apart and so forth and so on, I could understand why you would like having a PC. You have the wherewithal to do something. I do not. I mean, if I took the time to learn it, I probably could. I mean, I actually owned a Acer years ago because I couldn't afford a Mac. Ironically, a brand new Mac, or I couldn't afford a MacBook. So I went to this. I bought at Staples, and this was many years ago. I bought an Acer laptop, and I was getting pretty good at fixing it. I mean, because I had to. Ironically, I had to. The hard drive went on the thing, and I had to figure out how to replace the hard drive on my own, and pull it and take the thing apart and fix it. And guess what I used to figure that out? My Mac. My PowerPC Mac. So, PC users. I'm just joking. Just a joshing. Although my friends who are huge Mac followers like myself are probably going, yeah, Tom, you tell them what for. And then my friends that are big PC users say, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. You're crazy. You're crazy. I can do so much more with a PC. And if you can't figure it out, I've gotten to that discussion several times, almost an argument. That discussion several times in the past. At work, my coworkers at work, there was one guy when I would put in for overtime, or when I was working bus, I would put in for overtime. And now this was back in the day. It's not so much like this anymore, but you would when you were working overtime, you were working what's they call the list, which means you were extra help in case somebody called out. You could be sitting for a while, until work opened up. And if you were sitting, which was awesome, I could sit there and draw. It was draw like mad all the time when that would occur. But when you're sitting, you're getting into discussions with your friends and with your coworkers. I call them friends. I tell everybody, I am your friend to you till you make me your enemy. Does that make sense to you? Even then, I won't consider you my enemy. I still consider you my friend. I love you guys. Do I get mad at people? Absolutely. I'm human. Do I get irritable with people? Absolutely. I'm human. Still doesn't mean I don't love you. Are there times I find myself saying, I hate this person? Yes, I'm human. Forgive me. I try my best to not let that happen. But eventually it will come back around, and my head clears of that ego and that pride, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't hate this person. God teaches me to love my neighbor, love my fellow man. Let's see. I know there's some of you out there saying, yes, no such thing as God. No such thing. For me, yes. Sorry. I believe in God. I believe. Wrong layer, Mr. Lilly. Wrong layer again. I recently had a discussion, speaking of which, with a gentleman who was in there telling me how he, and this is a lesson to us Christians. The gentleman was telling me how he doesn't like how Christians are telling him he's going to hell for not believing and not following. And I looked at him, I said, I understand that. I absolutely understand that. Nobody wants to be told that they're going to hell. And to be honest with you, in a real true sense, as a Christian, I'm not supposed to tell you you're going to hell. Even if you're not a believer, because at that point I become your judge, and I am not your judge. That is God. I am only a witness to the miracle of Jesus Christ. And as a witness to the miracle of Jesus Christ, the only thing I can tell you is I've learned that the path to true salvation is through, hold on one second, through this wonderful book, the Holy Bible. And that is all I'm permitted to tell you. I really should not be telling people, and I feel, that's just me. I feel my fellow Christians should not be doing the same. We should not be permitted to tell you. We should not be saying stuff like that. I recently was talking to my father, and I get a little poetic and preachy when I'm talking about God. So if you don't want to hear it, I do apologize. But there was a comment I made to my dad, and I realized when I talk, I think I missed my mark. I probably should have been a minister. But I was explaining to my dad about what I feel as a Christian, what we should be doing, and I was telling him how we got to be careful about persecuting others, and about screaming out, you're a blasphemer, talking about the same thing. And I finished the whole thing up. I'll just real quick, I think you'll find this poetic. I found it very poetic. I was like, I read it myself afterwards, and I was like, I get really poetic when I guess you could say, minister or try to minister. It says, I told my father this. I try to remember this. How can I win your heart to the message of the Lord Jesus and the glory of God if I've closed your mind? And I think a lot of us as Christians forget that. How can I win your heart if I've closed your mind? And I do not want to close your mind. That's not my path. That's not what I'm here to do. Oh, I think I accidentally, yes, I did. I accidentally, I accidentally clicked a little button on the side of here, and it went and extracted a color that I didn't want. Is that my eyedropper? Yes, it's my eyedropper somewhat. There we go. I'm learning this software. That hearing ends my sermon today. Hope y'all like this wonderful free music. It's what do they call it? Royalty free music. Royalty free. You're welcome to use it on your videos, is what it said. Via SoundCloud, also via YouTube library, copyright free music library. I am really, really, really enjoying this. Really enjoying this piece. I mean, it's not perfect by any stretch of imagination, but I'm learning so much about the strokes as I'm applying them. As I'm applying them, I'm learning so much about these strokes. And I'm only going to get better. I'm only going to get better. I'm only going to get better, I promise you this. I promise you this. I promise you this. You know, there's a eraser tool in here. I'm going to try this eraser tool real quick. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Adds a whole nother depth, a whole nother dimension. Does it not? Ooh, wrong line, wrong line. It didn't get the line I wanted. Didn't get that line. Now, if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, you can see how I'm erasing little bits on those little segments here. I wish I could, because it's not showing it. Well, there's the arrow. You see, you can see the little arrow right there. Like the one right here where I'm drawing a circle. That's just an arrow, but I'm pointing to this little white line here. There, you see that? What I did was I just erased it. I went on that layer and I erased that and gave it a little extra dimension, a little extra depth. Add a little bit of fun to the magic. A little bit of fun to the magic. The fun to the magic. There we go. And oh, take a little break for station identification. You can find me on, so make sure you guys are aware, you can find me on YouTube under Force One Studios. I post videos there. I'm trying to do them more regularly. I slowed down for a whole year. I lost my way. I do apologize. I lost my way. I got wrapped up in my earthly my family's earthly needs. Essentially, I was trying to save some money up before this whole pandemic to buy a house for my family. We currently are renters, and I wanted to provide my family with a permanent home. I had done so once before. Unfortunately, in the crash of 2008, I lost it. And that was my fault. I made some errors and judgments and some mistakes I should not have. But we live and we learn. And I shall not make that mistake again. Correct. I shall not make that mistake again. I let some people sway me and let them make me believe that it was all going to be okay. It's going to be okay, we swear. Command Z. I'm going to do this. There we go. See if that does what I need to do. Yes, that did what I needed to do. I was sitting there screaming it wasn't. It wasn't going to be okay. But there was something wrong. And they weren't listening. But that was more my fault than theirs. I'm not blaming them. There was plenty of times I could have upped and walked away from that whole fiasco. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, you can find that story on my blog, www.forceonestudios.com. It's temporarily the place of my blog. And I am currently writing that. It's called My Story. And you check that out as well. Alright. Tell you a little bit about myself. How I ended up here. How I ended up doing what I'm doing. Why I'm not a professional artist for a living yet. I repeat, yet. Currently I am employed by a transportation company. I provide public transportation. I am blessed with that job, though sometimes I feel cursed. A blessing and a curse. And for those who are wondering, what the heck are you talking about? The only thing I can say is work with the public and you'll know. People can test your patience. Yes, they can. And they will. And sometimes, some people, unfortunately, out there, which I knew from my youth, there are some people out there who will enjoy making you miserable. Because they're miserable. And misery always loves company. And the people that would know best of what I am speaking would be my coworkers and supervisors, because we've all talked about it at work. Yeah, but there's blessings to this job as well. I'm providing a service, and it's a good book. Good book reminds me the best way to serve God is to serve and live in service of God is to serve others. Selfless acts of selflessness. Do I occasionally make mistakes and maybe act a little selfish instead of selfless? Absolutely. I'm human. I make mistakes. But I'm trying to decrease that, especially lately. I have been finding my way back to the Lord. As I said, I have not always been as faithful servant as I should be, and let myself fall astray with worldly worldly events and worldly desires and worldly goods. And most recently, I have started making changes of that. I was making changes of that before, when I was in need. So ironically, when you were in need, you ask for God's help the most. But when you're not in need, when we all have done it, when we're not in need, we pass them by. For those of us that believe, I understand there's a lot of people out there who don't believe in God, don't believe there's any such thing. As Bill Maher would say, you believe in a space alien? you believe in a man living somewhere up in the heavens? I would say to Bill Maher, yes I do. He would call me a fool, and I'm like, that's fine. You can believe I'm a fool. You're not going to change my mind. I still believe. I fell in love with the story of Jesus Christ when I was a child. My grandparents showed me that. Taught me the story of Jesus. My grandmother and grandfather, they introduced me to the story of Jesus Christ, and I fell in love with it the first time I heard it. Thank you, Mama and Papa. Well, my mom's is dearly departed, but thank you, Papa. I love you. Love you with all my heart. Love you too, Mom. Love you too, Dad. Love all those who have sacrificed for me. I love y'all. I should merge some of these layers because I am putting stuff in place that is probably going to mess me up later on. Yeah, see? That's a different layer. I know it. I know it. I'll need to make sure I'm on the right layer. See? Different layer. I am just doing this live stream. If you're willing to sit around and follow along and watch me do this and hear me yammer on, appreciate it greatly. If you want to see other videos like this and where I'm not as smooth, I'm a little bit more rough, you actually probably could find me. You can find some of my videos on YouTube, as I said before, under Force One Studios. And I am not that smooth. I don't know. Why am I so calm and smooth and talking to you guys now on a live video chat where I can't even tell what you guys are saying to me, man? This sucks. If you guys are saying anything. I went from 11, 12 down to 14 people showing on a chat, but I just can't see if anybody's saying anything to me. Maybe not be saying anything. For all I know, these people might not even be watching me right now. You know what I'm saying? It's alien to me. It's alien to me. That's the only thing I say. The Facebook Live thing is alien to me. It looks like it's pretty cool. I mean, and as I said, it might be something simple as, you don't have that availability while you're using your OBS and streaming your chats. You will not be able to see your chats. And if that's the case, okay, get somebody to let me know so I know what I need to do. Because maybe the next time I do a live chat on Facebook, I won't use the OBS. I will just use my cell phone or my cameras on my computer and set it up a different way. But I kind of like my surrounding. If you guys look at this whole thing right here, I love that. You know what I mean? I'm able to have and I got that part from Elliot Fernandez, by the way. Elliot does that, and he might be the reason why I say talk about stealing gold. I'm not trying to steal your gold, Elliot. I love you. But the Elliot does this thing where he does this scroll screen. Oops, sorry. He does this wonderful thing where he does this scroll screen where you can see here it's slideshow on here of his artwork, and I took that idea. Also, I have to say my overlay is a little bit like his. Yeah, Elliot, I apologize. I might be stealing some of your gold here. I might be stealing some of your gold. I hope you don't mind. You might. And I apologize if you do. I'm giving you credit where credit's due, though. You guys can find Elliot Fernandez on Instagram. Also here on Facebook. And he is a phenomenal artist. Phenomenal artist. Incredible talent. Also, if you, I have this segment called Books to Back. He has a book you can back right now. It's called Doom Kicker. Doom Kicker. And it is, it's written by the very talented, though some people don't like his politics, but he's a very talented artist, and he's very generous to his clientele, Doug Tenable. And that's the reason why I say some people don't like his politics, because I've been told by some people, well, yeah, I don't know if you should be talking about him, because, he's kind of controversial. I actually had somebody come up and tell me that. He's kind of controversial right now. He said some things that people didn't like. Well, listen, we all say things people don't like. You can be resentful or you can be forgiving. Okay, I choose to be the latter. I choose to be forgiving. And besides that, I may not always disagree with what he has to say. In some cases, I may not agree with the way he says it, but I may not disagree with it. Does that make sense? The same with others. We are all human. We all need to learn to love each other. We all need to learn to love each other. Now I got one person, Mike Trolt. Hey, Michael. I don't know if you're following me on this chat or not. And there is it's saying there's 3 people on this chat. I'm gonna take a look real quick. Give me a moment. There's Bjorn Borgensen. Bjornson. I apologize, Bjorn, if I'm saying that wrong. And a Demeter Garmalev. But it's just showing a green dot on there. It says 3 online. I don't even know if you guys are following me or not, or you're on my or you are you in my live stream, or am I yammering to myself with nobody watching? But I'm hoping that's not the case. Again, if somebody is watching this, you can send me a message and tell me, hey, listen, we're here. This is what you do, so you can see the chats as they're coming up. I mean, do I have to open up another page? But you know what? I tried to open up another thing in here and to see if I could. I tried to open up another thing in here to see if I could, I don't know. I tried to open up another thing to see if I could see my live stream video, and it wasn't showing me anything. Facebook wasn't showing me. So, But if y'all have some knowledge that you wish to share to make my life a little bit easier, just send me a Facebook message. I am on Facebook. Okay? I am on Facebook. Send me a Facebook message. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Okay. How do I set it up so that while I'm live streaming I can read the chats? And as I said, it could be very well that it's just something that's because I'm using OBS. I'm live streaming through OBS. If that's the case, that truly sucks. But I would not put it past. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and clean that out. There we go. There we go. I was wondering why why is that not coming out? It's because I forgot I put that on there. Let me take this. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, okay. Let me just move this down there. Now, I believe Brian Shearer showed this. Combine layer. I'm trying to read it. Combine layer below. There we go. There we go. It's all in one layer now. Look at that. Well, almost. Some of my shading, but I'm not ready to combine those yet. Look at that. You guys like that? Do you think it's cool? There we go. I'm working on it, working on it, working on it, working on it. Working on it, working on it, working on it. I'm probably like, will you stop burying your head behind that microphone filter, that pop filter? I just recently found out what this thing is, by the way. This little gizmo right here. I had no idea I didn't know it was called a pop filter. I was, what is that thing? I asked my son, I was like, what is that thing that people put in front of their mics? I know there's one on my mic that I got from my son. My son Matthew wanted to do live streams. He wanted to do video game live streams, but he never ended up doing it. So I asked him if I could have the microphone one time because he was going to throw it out. And he's like, yeah, you can have it. And he gave it to me. Now I needed an adapter to make it work with my Mac because it had one of them jacks. And we were supposed to. He had some kind of box that he was supposed to for doing gaming stream things, and it was you just plug all that equipment into that, and then plays video games. And apparently, it was supposed to record it for him or something like that, and then he could post it online later. With this, it's a lot easier. You can do but it's a lot easier because especially because I have OBS on my Mac, on my Mac computer. Thank you for Doug to Naples, Elliot Fernandez, and Brian Shearer for making me aware of that. Also, Mike S. Miller give you the thumbs up on that one too. Those guys have made me aware of a lot of things that I wasn't aware of, and I just asked. I mean, they share the information so freely. It is awesome. And also, there's a lot of just researching. I mean, I was wondering if I could use the OBS for the use the OBS for my live streams on Facebook. I've been wanting to get on Facebook and do some live streams. I mean, because everybody else has clogged up everything else. All the other guys have done everything else. I was like, well, let me do something different. But I'm probably not doing something different. For all I know, they're on here too. Trying not to mimic everybody else. Be original. I guess the only way I can be original is by being me. And Elliot looks and acts a lot like me, so I guess I'm not so original there. Actually, he doesn't make a lot of funny voices like I do. So that is me. That is original. Although Brian Shearer does a wonderful what's his name? Oh my God, the English actor. I can't remember the guy's name. I'm horrible with names. I'm sitting there trying to give the guy praise, and I can't remember what I'm giving him praise for. The guy who played Alfred in most recent, well, not the most recent, in the Batman with oh my God, I can't even remember his name. Lord help me, my brain is fried. I swear I'm not doing drugs. I swear I don't do drugs. I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't do drugs. How to enable chat commands. If you're a managing partner, I was looking this up. Go to Create Studio. Facebook game streaming. Chat commands for Facebook game streaming. Is that where I want to be? I think I gotta go under the settings, but I don't want to. Go to Creator Studio. I am on Creator Studio. Alright. Go to monetization. Heck, if I see where monetization is. Let's see, helps and questions. I'm not looking at monetization, nothing. I'm not gonna ask you guys to pay for anything. My goodness. Manage page, manage your groups, manage your activity log. There's an activity log. I got a 5 listed on there. Send money, bunny history. I hope I didn't just ruin my live stream. No, my live stream's still showing up. According to my OES, it's still live streaming. I'm still live streaming, so you guys are still there. Memorialize. I'm not looking at no payment method. If you're leveled up, go to your streamer dashboard. Go to latest comments section. You know what? I'm dead. I'm dead. Not when it comes to this. Not when it comes to this. Facebook is a different animal. I was just beginning to figure out. Just beginning. You know, I probably should go and ask Facebook. Tell you the truth. Go in there. It's got to be something. It's probably something so simple. But anyway, let's get back to work. Sitting here, hear me ramble on how I can't chat with you folks. The interesting thing though is I don't know if anybody's following me or watching this because there's nothing coming up in the chat thing here either. And on my messenger. Facebook Messenger. Nothing coming up on Facebook Messenger, so it's probably like talking to myself, which is fine. I mean, it is on 3:20 in the morning. It's like who'd be on here right now other than people like me? Those of us that work late and those of us that might suffer from insomnia. Yes, I crack myself up. But I'd like to figure this out before I do one of these during the day when somebody might actually be watching. Anyway, there she blows. Or she blows. Get rid of that underlay cover. Boom. So, I mean, it's not great. It was fun. And it's definitely a learning experience. As I said, I'm still learning a lot about this software. Still learning a lot about this software. It's definitely a far cry from using my iPad. And as I said before, I got sidetracked again, didn't I? I used my iPad Air 2 and Procreate. I bought myself this wicked little stylus thing. It sucked. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, hear me trying to get up. Yeah, I'm old. This thing. I bought this wicked little stylus thing off of Amazon. It wasn't expensive. It was alright. I mean, it's probably about $20, $19, $20. It's made by Dot. And I think it probably would have worked better on another thing. It did okay for me for a little bit, but then it started doing this weird thing where it was skipping on lines. Like, it's got this little cap thing comes on, and you turn it on. The battery's probably dead on this thing by now, so probably wouldn't even turn on. Yeah, because I haven't used this and probably I only used this for 4 drawings, but it kept skipping lines. After the 3rd drawing, it started skipping lines, and I figured out, you know what? Screw it. I'll do my artwork via my finger, and I did. I would draw. My wife would laugh at me. She's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm drawing." She's like, "I'm drawing with my finger on my iPad." It was fun. Matter of fact, let's see. Let me go in here. Let me see if I can. Let me pull this bad boy up here to show you guys. I'll show you the image I did using. Actually, let me show you the very first image I did on Procreate. If I have it in here. No, I don't, unfortunately. I did this one. That was an Incredible Hulk. That was probably like my, this was done with my finger. This was done before I had the, when I gave up on the stylus. Yeah, that was done after I gave up on the stylus, excuse me. No, that was with the stylus. This one right here. I did that one with the stylus. Yeah, I'm just making sure you guys are able to see it. I'm not going to show you the next one because it's got some nudity in it. I was drawing a female model. Yeah, I'm not going to show you that one. I was drawing a female anatomy. And, nobody wants to see boobies. And then this was my second attempt. Only my second attempt at drawing on my iPad, and that was using the stylus. Not that great a piece. I mean, I drew better. Obviously, drew a lot better with my pen and paper and so forth. And if you guys want to, well, maybe your skill level was just not that good. Let me show you a project thing I did. Let me show you a project that I did outside of that one. Give me 1 second. Not my sketchbook stuff. No. Not the lost customers. Oh, there you go. That's customer art projects. Alright, so right around the time that I did that Captain America, let me show you this one. Not Dark Side. Where you at? Dark Star. Where you at, Dark Star? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? I don't have Dark Star in here. I'm losing me mind. Well, this is right around the time that I did that Captain America. I'll show you this one. There you go. That was right around the time that I was doing that Captain America digital. But there's another. Oh, there it is. Here's another one. I don't want people thinking I'm a slacker. There you go. Around 2017. Yeah. This is said I bought my iPad, my iPad used. That was right around the time. Oh, here's another Captain America. This was done in 2015. This one was done with pen and ink. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? I was done using, actually, I didn't have any Copic markers at the time. I just started working on marker sketches again. So this was utilizing it's a 24 set of Prismacolors. So I was limited in colors. My pinks were probably, I was using a pink and a gold. It was like a gold thing to beige to try to come up with skin tone. So the skin tone's a little bit pink. I will admit that. Of course, this has also a lot to do with the skin. But that is just some of this stuff I was working on earlier. There's a Harley Quinn. Here you go. Harley Quinn was from 2015 too. I don't know, what do you guys think of that one, huh? What do you think of that one? Yeah, it was some fun stuff. Fun stuff. And, most recent. Here you go. I'll get my most recent one. Well, I should say it's my most recent, but it's a recent illustration I did. This one, I believe. Yeah, it was. I did. I at least scanned this year. I believe I drew it this year. It might have been at the end of last year, but it might have been earlier in this year. But yeah, there you go. That was a Robin sketch. I got this blue marker. Everything was like the blue in the background is not that great. Well, that has a lot to do with the fact that my my blue is running out of color. Yeah, my blue is running out of color. So let's get back to work, shall we? Let's get back to work. It is 3:20. I've been doing this for an hour and 26 minutes. An hour and 26 minutes live stream. Should I be live streaming that long? Why not? Elliot does it from time to time. There I go, trying to rip Elliot off again. Sorry, El. Mr. Jerkmonger, Elliot Fernandez. Look him up here on Facebook, on Instagram. He hasn't been posting so many videos on YouTube because of trolls. People all saying some young kids, I guess, out of school or bored, mom and dad ain't paying attention to what they're saying. Because wow, some of the language is coming from their mouth and some of the things they were saying. I was like, dang, that's just not right, man. This is a good guy. He shouldn't be doing this. And but again, find his project on Indiegogo. It's called Doom Kicker. Also, Brian Shearer he did a book project on Indiegogo called Gunship Thunder Punch, and it's a good book. I got it. So show you guys. Sorry, right here. I got the book. Gunship Thunder Punch. It's a very good book. Beautiful artwork. Very well told story. If you missed out on an Indiegogo campaign, little books to back segment. If you missed out on the Indiegogo campaign, he is redoing the campaign under Kickstarter, so you can still get in under Kickstarter. He's printing another run on that particular book on book 1. Smart move on his part. Let's build up that audience so that hopefully book 2 comes out a bit bigger. And if you're wondering, why is he promoting this guy's stuff? He should be promoting his own stuff. The reason why I'm promoting these guys, these guys thinks that I'm a big fan, I'm a big fan of the self-publishing movement. I know there's those out there who are naysayers and it's like, nah. But I'm a big fan of it. It allows for new original thinking, new original ideas. Yeah, innovation. So anyway, let's now let's face it, to be honest with you, unless it's a computer, we do very little innovating anymore with anything else. No, that's not true. I mean, look what they're doing with electric cars. Way to go on that one. Tesla, wow. And there's some people out there who are naysayers on electric cars, but man, let me tell you something. I was telling my sons, I remember watching this. I believe it was an English channel. It might have been a U.S. channel, but it was this show where they would set up these two groups in a junkyard, and they would ask them to make things out of the stuff in the junkyard. And one of them, one time in this junkyard, they had to make an electric car. And there's one group of guys or a group of people. They were a lot of them were engineers. Some of them were electrical, and so they really had a leg up on it. And the biggest problem they had really wasn't lack of torque. It was they couldn't find a crankshaft that wouldn't break. Every time they laid in on the power pedal to apply power so they could go, the crankshaft would break on the thing. So that's what the crankshaft, yeah. Drive axle, whatever you want to call it, they would break. My son is a mechanic, I'm not. It's that long pole thing. It sits under the car and spins, it goes into the drive axle. It goes into the transfer case. I forget what the color that's called. I remember the transfer case. I remember the transmission. The drive shaft or the drive shaft. Yeah, it's a drive shaft. It says drive shaft. Now I suddenly remember the drive shaft. Yeah, that kept breaking. That's how much torque that electric motor had. My son, who's a mechanic, says the biggest complaint that a lot of people have is they like the roar and hum of a V8 or the big power motors. And my son was like, it's really easy to fix that. All that really is sound from the muffler and exhaust system. He goes, the piping system on a car, on an electric car, you could create that sound by running a piping system under the car. And I was like, really? I was like, that's smart thinking, son. You should draw that up and put a patent on it and make millions of dollars. Here I am giving away his secrets. Sorry, son. Somebody else out there's like, damn, that's a good idea. I'm sure somebody else out there has thought of it though. There we go. All right. There you go. There is my my sketch. My practice sketch. I started this on a previous session. I'm gonna put on this one, and I'm gonna hope that this video recorded. I did the live stream earlier. I thought I did without volume. I thought nobody heard me, and the reason why was because when I went to check the recording on my OBS, because my OBS also does a recording of any of my live streams. When I went to check the recording was not showing any sound, and I was like, dang nabbit, I just did a real quick 4-minute live stream and nobody heard me, sitting there like this talking, and nobody heard me. But then my wife ran into my mother-in-law, Marcia, God bless your heart. She apparently saw my live stream and said, no, he had sound. I heard him, he was talking. It's like, thank you, I don't feel so foolish no more. Don't feel so foolish no more. Command D. There we go. Command D works on this one just like it does on Photoshop. I have the illustrations I've done on Photoshop. I've done a lot of wonderful illustrations on Photoshop. I'll show you this illustration I did not do in real quick. I did not do in on my Procreate. I did this one on my Photoshop software. Hold on a second. There we go. So I'll pull this one up. There we go. You guys have, if any of you follow me, you've seen this on my channel or on my Instagram. Check that bad boy out. That's my character. It's that is my original idea. My character is called Silver Brute, and essentially he's a human born here on Earth, but he is transformed by aliens. He's transformed by this race of aliens into this thing, and I'm not going to tell you exactly the reason why, because there's a whole story I want you guys to follow. I would like you guys to buy the graphic novel when it comes out, but I will tell you this: it's 3 brothers. Okay, the first one is the one character so I'll show you that one real quick. There we go. Where are you at? Oh my goodness, I should be ashamed of myself. Pictures. Let me see what's in pictures. High photo library. Nope. Use scan. Nope. Oh. Where are my photos? I am not having a good day, guys. I want to show you guys stuff, and I'm realizing it's not showing up here. But when I want to download stuff, it shows up. Or when I upload something, it shows up. Photo library. Actually, duh. You stupid schmuck. I'm gonna blame that one on being tired. Ooh, don't, yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna blame that one on being tired, folks. Yeah, it is after all 3:41. But I want to show you this wonderful, 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 wonderful little photo. That's not the one. That's not the one. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, here you go. Check this out. That's the older brother. Temple. You'll see him in book 1. Possibly book 2. I might rearrange the story because I had to change the character. There was another idea for another character I had for before Percy's or Jackson. It wasn't my character. It would belong to a friend of mine, and he was busy. He has a busy life. He has 2 sons, a beautiful wife. God bless him. And I needed a character. I needed the illustration of the character. And originally he was promising to give me the rights to the character. I was going to pay him some money, and I was going to list him as the creator of the original concept of the character. And yeah, he created the look and the idea, the powers and stuff like that. But I just couldn't wait. I was trying to explain to him I'm 48 years old. There's a dark side. I don't know if you guys like dark side. That is done on my Photoshop. Actually, what that is a scan of an original photo, and I redid it. I did this illustration back in the 1990s. Yeah. It was I think it was like 1994, 1995. Around that, actually, probably no. Yeah, it was 1993 or 94 or 95, somewhere in there. I did the original drawing, and then I went and I lost this drawing. Don't know where it's at. I think I lent it to a friend of mine, or to this very same friend with the character, and with that character that never happened. I lent it to him because he was going to have somebody ink it, or he wanted to ink it, and it disappeared. Fell off the face of the earth. But I had this really weak scan I did of the original illustration. It was pencil. I never inked it. It was, as I said, somebody else was going to ink it. But I went in and I took that weak scan and I placed it in here, and I went over it and inked it digitally. Then I made some enhancements, some alterations, like the original one. This Superman cape wasn't in there. A lot of the detail in these skulls wasn't in there. I threw in some extra skeleton stuff in there, and the moon and all that fun, wonderful stuff. I bet that little dot stuff in there for the in the moon. But I did that one actually this year in April 2nd. I finished this up at April 2nd of 2020. So anyway, gonna go ahead and get that out of there. We'll go ahead and get this one out of there, and I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. It is getting late. It is 3:45 in the morning, and I don't know if anybody's actually following me on this. As I said, I don't know how to do the chat streams on this thing or get the chat going. So anyway, I would like to thank you all very much for joining me. Those that have, or those that came through, sat here and watched me do this. Saying chat 7 online, but I don't know if you guys are following me or not. But anyway, I want to thank you guys once again. All right. I will figure some stuff out and try to get you guys incorporated in here via chat later on. Alright? But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I gotta roll. Bye-bye now.